All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the Malzberg panel, we have some very sad news to report. Cardinal Edward Egan, former head of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of New York, has died at the age of 82. He was appointed bishop of the diocese by Pope John Paul II in 1988. He was appointed Archbishop of New York in 2000 and made Cardinal in 2001. He had retired as Archbishop of New York in 2009 at the age of 77. And once again, Cardinal Edward Egan, former Archbishop of New York, died at the age of 82. In the next segment, we will have much, much more on the life of Cardinal Edward Egan. Joining us now on the Malzberg panel, senior partner and owner of law offices of Adam M. Thompson, Adam M. Thompson, of course, and author of You Don't Have to Be Wrong for Me to Be Right, and president of CLAL, Brad Hirschfield, of course. Hello, gentlemen. Brad, let me ask you about these Hillary Clinton emails. How serious do you think this is, legally or otherwise?
Well, I'm going to let Adam do a legal analysis. It doesn't seem to me they are super significant legally. That doesn't mean they're not significant, though. I don't even think they're terribly significant from a security standpoint, because presumably the NSA should be able to get any of the information back. Here's why they're significant. It is positively Clintonian, the level of above-it-allness that it demonstrates. The idea that one would choose to use exclusively a private email when they're Secretary of State, knowing that at best it's a problem with the regulations and may in fact be illegal. But even if all that gets dealt with, Steve, it's this sense of, the rules don't apply to me. Why? Because I'm Hillary. And I think that's a very serious issue.
Now, Adam, how is the person we're supposed to believe and have been supposed to believing for the past 20 years, the smartest woman in the world, an attorney, okay, former Secretary of State, you name it, she couldn't figure out the ambiguity of this law.
It's just amazing to me. Listen, first of all, there are federal regulations and statutes in place that do require elected officials to have a certain email account that can be monitored, and you're supposed to do all your activities involving emails through that secured account. So they could be checked, they could be archived, they could be stored. The fact that she used a personal email is a violation of that. How big they want to blow this up to is really up to the people in Congress, and we know that'll come from the Republican side, obviously, not from the Democratic side. But it is a violation of that statute. But what's more telling is, just look at the Obama administration, the issue we had with emails there, and here it is again now, Hillary Clinton having issues with emails. They know what the law is. They're not stupid. They vet all these different things out, so they know what they can and can't do. And to now have this happen yet again, as Brad said, it shows, am I above the law? Does the law really apply to me the same way? And it gives the message, implied or not, that they think they are.
Well, Brad, now we have a booster for Joe Biden saying he ain't got no email problems, he ain't got no foundation problems. We have Martin O'Malley now possibly getting more and more interested and making a run against Hillary. And from everything I read, we have, who are the Democrats that are coming to Hillary's defense, except some sycophants from Emily's List or from this place or wherever, who say, oh, but she gave us $55,000. That was a high pile, I heard one of them say. I mean, no one is rushing to Hillary's defense. Do you think it makes a difference going forward in her nomination?
I think it could. I think it's a much bigger issue for Hillary, the potential presidential candidate, than the former Secretary of State. It's why actually I think it behooves Republicans not to overplay this and kind of give her enough rope to hang herself as a candidate. I think that there are two things working against her here. First of all, that above-it-allness is an issue. I think a lot of Democrats are very eager for someone further to the left. Elizabeth Warren is saying she doesn't want to run. The former governor of Maryland is a good candidate in that regard. He does represent the farther left of the party. And I think she's got some, I think this notion that her inevitable victory gets a little less inevitable every day. She may still end up the candidate.
Adam, 20 seconds. Go ahead.
Here's the thing I want to see if it's going to explode or not. We saw what happened when Sony got hacked. all those damaging emails that came out about all different people. Who knows what private conversations are going to come out through these Hillary emails?
Right.
And
Great point. You know, Ari Fleischer said every time she sent an email, she CC'd Iran, Russia, and China. That is a great point. Guys, thank you very much. Abbreviated panel. We'll be back.